attended Mira Vista Elementary School. Yeah, Ben Steinberg. I was going to get that, but I don't know. Ben Steinberg. I'm a parent in the community. So for 3 years, my daughter attended Mira Vista Elementary School, K-2 in the WCCUSD. I volunteered hundreds of hours, along with many other Mira Vista parents, to make the school as good as could be. Last summer, my wife and I reached the unfortunate conclusion that we needed to transfer our daughter to a local private school out of concern about what was happening at the district level on a very broad array of issues. Recently, I formed Parents for Better Education, which is a PAC, and I serve as its principal officer. After hearing many people complain privately about the district's bond program and other things, I thought it was important for us to organize in order to get the truth out and to inform voters about the facts. And so we come to the issue of today's debt waiver. The CBOC granted previous waivers based upon the agreement from the district that the bond debt would never exceed a $60 to $100,000 assessed valuation. That served as a cap. The district is now proposing to violate that cap and all previous understandings that have been reached with the CBOC. Due to the bond structure, it is certain that Measure J will need to exceed the cap that was set by at least 50% by 2015. In my opinion, the district is trying to ramrod this through and get your approval before they get caught on their previous shell games. That is why the district is playing games with you over who sets the agenda and what gets mentioned. We depend on you, as stated in the ballot measure and in Prop 39, to provide independent oversight and to ensure that the money is spent by our district wisely. This was a major selling point in all past bond measures in the ballot language. You as a committee are not a rubber stamp for the district. You are not a cheerleader for the district. You represent us, the community, providing independent oversight. I have a variety of concerns, and I'll only mention very few of them. I can refer you to some recorded comments by Mr. Bill Fay, who indicate that the district doesn't operate its school construction program by a budget or a schedule. Mr. Fay said that the district just goes out and has voters pass a new bond whenever the district needs more construction money. He calls this scope-driven and proudly refers to it as cutting edge. Wow. You all know what happens when there is no budget and no schedule if you have any business experience. I can refer you to Mr. Fay's recorded remarks if anyone has any questions about them. In a past forum, I have publicly stated to Dr. Harder and the district leadership that they have earned the deep-seated mistrust from this community. Heavy-handed actions where the district tries to intimidate, retaliate, and play games only confirms this realization. And for that, I can only say to the district, shame on you. I urge you to table this initiative, form a truly independent subcommittee that can provide you critical information, come back to evaluate that subcommittee's report, and then, and only then, cast your vote. Without having this information, do you really feel comfortable rendering such an important opinion and defending your judgment to the wider community? This is a very important decision, and I want to say the community is watching you. Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I raise a point of order?
Those comments appear to be under item C1.
That was my point too.
Under the debt limit waiver.
I'll read them again.
I just wanted to make it clear that we're on item B1 and that we will consider your comments under C1.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else under B1, which is the Measure H? Measure H only?
I just have a point of order, Mr. Chair. Peter Chow, I just want to make sure that we're not being asked to take a particular action on this agenda item, correct? for information
Yes.
purposes.
Although I've been on CBOC before where they wanted us to take action by consensus. So it
Thank
wasn't, an item wasn't, and it was regarding that they said, well, can you just show like your support?
Point of order.
Sorry.
You-
Sorry.
On B,
Okay, trying to stay on topic. Hi, I'm Linda Ruiz Lozito, and I want to speak about Measure H. I have some grave concerns about Measure H. I've been following the bond program for many years, and I've also been involved with a statewide organization that looks at bond programs statewide, and so I see some very similar concerns and some of the same similar people in other areas that have gotten in trouble. I read the ballot argument in Felton, I think, you know, the campaign materials on Measure H. And the ballot argument, it says some of the main things that they need the money for: earthquake safety, handicapped accessibility, computer labs, remove asbestos, hazardous materials, lead paint removal, meet fire codes. And then in the campaign material, it says Measure H updates electrical wiring and power to support computer, internet, and networking systems. Measure H upgrades schools for earthquake safety and handicap accessibility. And under the project list, it says additional electrical service capacity to relieve currently overloaded electrical systems. These are really serious concerns and life safety concerns. So I did, on May 8th, I sent in a public request, and it was received May 9th, and then I received a letter from the district. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I have it here if you want to read it. Basically saying the district will provide its determination by June 3rd, 2014. So my point is, if they're going for a bond over these issues, you would think there would be some data available showing our kids in classrooms with hazardous materials and lead paint. Is my daughter in a classroom that's not earthquake safe? And I've been told so far that there's no data available. The other thing I asked for too is, can I see a copy of the survey? So I'm concerned because I know I saw on the agenda, and it was listed as a routine consent item, that they upsized the El Cerrito Stadium from $7 million to $21 million. So I'm concerned, are we spending $21 million at a stadium and we have kids in classrooms with lead paint, or were these addressed? So this is my concern. I come to the CBOC hoping that maybe you guys can get the answers that I can't as a member of the public.